Assalamu alaikum, grade 10. Faiza Nadeem is standing here in front of you, wishing, praying and hoping that all of you are hale and hearty. Do you know, guys, everyone over here who is under the roof with me is always wishing and praying the best for you, not only in the world but in the hereafter as well. I hope that you have designed your revision schedule and I wish that you are following it. लापरवाही या लेजीनेस नहीं करनी, ठीक है? जिम्मेदारी से काम करना है. So what we are going to do today, I am going to tell you within a second. Come with me, right? Not come, but come with me. And I'll let you know what we are going to do today. Yes, my dear children, both the girls and the boys, what is the board telling you? The board is telling you that we are going to do unit number 6, which is television versus newspaper. Yes, we are going to have a wrestling with television at one side of the ring and newspaper at the other side of the ring. No, we are not going to practically do that, but yes, we are going to compare them with the words, right? But first thing first, this unit is starting from page number 67 and ending at page number 78. What do we do in the first lectures? Always and always and always. We do the translation. Yes, you must know the translation of all the words that are present in your unit, because one question of yours is going to be based on the translations, right? And you will have 3 paragraphs from which you will have to attempt 2, and the translation is carrying 8 marks, 8 very essential marks. So for those 8 very essential marks, we need to translate each and every word of each and every unit into Urdu. Translation या meanings, ये आपको मैंने लाजमी करानी है, क्योंकि जब तक ये आपको नहीं आएंगी, आपके 8 नंबर जो है ना वो at stake रहेंगे. So let's do the vocabulary and meaning first. And then I am going to carry on with my lecture by giving you the theme and the concept of this specific unit. Coverage, nashriyat, entertainment, tafri, effective, muassar, distinct, numaya, require, mutalba karna, omit, chorna, aspect, pehlu, convenient, asan, laziness, kahili, leisure, faraghat, ब्रॉडकास्ट नशर करना, नेसेसरी ज़रूरी, विजुअल बसरी, मास्टरी ऑफ लैंग्वेज, ज़बान पर अबूर, कंपैरिजन मुवाजना, प्रोफिशिएंट काबिल, डाइजेस्ट अच्छी तरह समझ लेना. यहाँ पर हजम करना नहीं है, ठीक है? You cannot digest the difficult vocabulary that is usually present in the newspaper, ठीक है? तो अच्छी तरह समझ लेना. Validity, दुरुस्ती, luxury, सहूलत, relevant, मुताल्लक़ा. This is comparatively an easy unit, an easy chapter. You can translate it easily. Howsoever, I have written the translation or the meaning of every difficult word that I thought might put you into trouble. So a few of the vocabulary words are here. The next are forward. Come. Strength, istihkam, viewer, नाजरीन या नाजिर, feedback, आरा या राय, prefer, तरजीह देना, happening, रूनमा होना, lack, कमी, basic, बुनियादी, expert, माहिर, updated, ताज़ा तरीन, slowly, आहिस्तगी से, forum, page, आम आरह का सफ़ा, seem, दिखाई देना, reader, खारी, analysis, तज्जिया, वॉच देखना, व्यू पॉइंट नुक्ता नज़र, चूज़ इंतखाब करना, प्रैक्टिकली अमली तौर पर, सर्टन यकीनी या पुर यकीन, एफर्ट कोशिश, इस्टेब्लिश्ड वजूद में आया, इन्वेंटेड ईजाद किया. So these are all the vocabulary and their translation as far as your specific unit is concerned. I hope the board is very clear to you because I'm trying my very hard to make it very clear to you. Next, we move on. We move on to what this specific unit is all about. This specific unit is all about the significance and the importance of television and newspapers in our life. Just like every new gadget, every new technology that has been introduced, television was an extremely debatable idea as soon as it came into being, because people thought that television is going to take over newspapers the way they thought that newspapers are going to take over radios, or televisions are going to take over the radios or the films, but everything that comes is here to stay. So they have basically compared television and newspapers, saying that for television you need to be at a specific place at a specific time in order to watch your news. Howsoever, in the newspaper you can carry your newspaper with you wherever and however you are going or doing something, and then at your own convenience you can take the newspaper out and read. Furthermore, television makes you lazy. Television makes you a couch potato because you're not doing anything, you're just listening to things mindlessly, and thus you become a couch potato. Howsoever, when you are reading a newspaper, your mind-eye interaction is on the newspaper, and thus your comprehension improves. The language of television is simple, howsoever the language or vocabulary of the newspaper is difficult, which helps in adding up to your vocabulary bank. Apart from this, they have said that newspapers are made from wood, and thus the deforestation or the cutting down of the wood or the usage of the pulp has increased the pollution. But on the other hand, this e-pollution, this e-litter that we have created has also put the world into a huge danger. And side by side, they have also expressed this idea that television to a certain extent has been a luxury so far, especially in the rural areas. But that concept of theirs have become extremely debatable after the invention of mobiles, because now everybody has smart mobile and everybody can watch anything in just a single click. So this was all the concept or topic of television versus newspaper. The rest we will do side by side when we will do the comprehension question answers, which is the second lecture of this specific unit. Next on my board is vocabulary. As you can see, vocabulary is always on my board. The reason behind it is that vocabulary can come in any method, any way in your objective paper. So I am going to read the vocabulary, words and their meanings, and then I am going to construct sentences. These vocabulary can come as choose the correct spelling. This vocabulary can come as emergence means, right? And this vocabulary can even come as a word in order to ask you to construct sentences, right? So let's do vocabulary, their meanings, and their sentence construction. Broadcast means to transmit a program on radio, on TV. My favorite news channel broadcasts news after every hour, right? Coverage, the action of covering something for the press immediately after the accident. A lot of media coverage teams were present over there to cover the entire accident. I was about to say event, but I think event is inappropriate in this sentence. Distinct, marked. Python was marked with distinct scales, okay? there was a distinct design on the scaly skin of the python. Next is entertainment, performances that people enjoy. In the fair, a lot of celebrities were present for the visitors' entertainment. Leisure, the state of having time at one's own disposal. I like to do gardening during my leisure time. Leisure hota hai faltu waqt, right? Let's move on to the rest of the sentences. Luxury, delight. In some rural areas, TV is still considered to be a luxury. Omit, leave somebody or something out. I have omitted a few names from the guest list because I know I won't be able to cater such a huge number of people. Proficient, very skillful at something. My mum is a proficient baker. She bakes yummylicious cakes. Skip, not to do something but to do the next thing in line instead. Like आपके पास ये 1 है, ये 2 है, ये 3 है. आप 1 काम कर ले, 2 को skip करके 3 को काम कर ले, right? So my brother was coming down from the stairs, skipping one after the other when he fell very badly and was hurt seriously bad. This was all the vocabulary and their meanings and their sentences from the glossary. Now I move on to the vocabulary exercises. Vocabulary exercise A is asking you to write the meanings of the given words, and I am going to construct sentences for you. Okay, because we don't want to lose any marks. Write all these sentences in your sentences bank, okay? So the first is primarily, firstly. Our primarily duty is to pay salah 5 times a day. Praying salah 5 times a day is our primarily preference. Distinct, clear cut. There was a distinct bruise on his forehead after he had fallen down from the stairs. Aspects, sides. You must consider all the aspects of the problem before coming into a conclusion. Leisure, spare time. I love gardening during my leisure time. Auditory, audible. The volume of the TV was very low. It was lower than the auditory level, right? Coverage. The media coverage of the fair was superb. We felt as if we were enjoying it our own selves. Luxury, comfort. Mobile phones have turned into a necessity from the luxury which they meant to be in the very beginning. Next, we move on to vocabulary exercise B. Vocabulary exercise B is asking you to construct nouns from the given words and then use them in your sentences. So, I have written the words and I have made the columns for you to construct sentences with me. Alright, relevant. What will be the noun for the word relevant? It will be relevance. The answer was in relevance with the query. ठीक है? Interested इसका है interest. He takes keen interest in, और जहां मर्जी आप उसको इंटरेस्ट दिलाना चाहें, ठीक है, जो मर्जी आप उसको इंटरेस्ट दिलाना चाहें, गार्डनिंग, ड्राइंग, sculpture, baking, whatever. Require is requirement. You must provide all the requirements from the form in order to take admission, right? Convenient is convenience. You can visit my home at your convenience. ठीक है, and last is effective, and the noun is effect, and my advice had no effect on him, or rather this is this advice, the noun advice. Okay, my advice had no effect on him. All right, this is question number B, part B of your vocabulary. I hope that you have done it. I hope that you have written the sentences in your word bank. I hope that you are following me properly. सारा चैप्टर, ट्रांसलेशन, सेंटेंसेस, ग्लॉसरी के भी, वोकैबुलरी ए के भी, वोकैबुलरी बी के भी अपने सेंटेंसेस के रजिस्टर में लिख लेना, ठीक है। सब काम करके रखना जब तक कि फायजा नदीम आपको दोबारा मिलती हैं। मुझे अपनी दुआओं में याद रखना, हंसते रहना, खेलते रहना और पढ़ते रहना, लेकिन अबव ऑल अपनी नमाजों की हिफाजत करना। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।